So before talking about AEM, we need to, just have a little. So AEM is, Adobe Experience Manager is basically a web content management system. Yeah. So what I was telling is, AEM is basically a web content management system, right? So to understand, first, we'll have a basic understanding like what is a CMS, okay? So as you know, mostly the term is, telling us. So it's often abbreviated as CMS, content management system. Basically, we are trying to create, manage, and modify the content of our website. So for first thing is we need a place where we can, create our whole application, where we can keep all our references of assets and everything, videos, documents, whatever we are referring at one place. And the second important thing is like what used to happen in earlier systems. So any website is there, right? So you like you have worked on .NET applications or your front end applications. So any application is there once it is live, right? And suppose a campaign is running up, right? If my customer comes up and says, okay, hey, I just want to run an ad or just run a just campaign, just add a banner on my homepage that, okay, Christmas sale is going live. Anything, just a small alert, just a small banner if they want to add. To do that, we need to update our whole HTML, or, we need to update the HTML even for a small update. And then we have to go through whole release cycle, right? You will have to deploy that HTML somewhere in your servers, and then it would have, to go that live, right? So to avoid that cycle, how this, web CMS helps us is, you don't need any, deployment or code development knowledge to do that. Just to update the content on your website, someone from the business can come, just update the content and push it live without the need of whole development cycle. Okay, so let me just show you my example. Yeah. Okay, so these sites are all built in AEM. So if I'm opening a home page, so I'm seeing a banner, right? Say new arrivals, right? So if they just want to upload this video or change this video to some other, November campaign or December campaign. So just to update this video, I don't need any code development. I don't need any, the HTML update or the deployment cycle. So anyone from the business can come, just update this video and say, publish, or say, okay, going live. So that's it. So they don't want to go through the whole cycle of, deployment and everything. So that's the basic gist, or, basic advantage that the web CMS, any web CMS comes with, right? So AEM is one of that. Okay. So first important question comes, why we choose AEM, or, why a lot of, companies or clients are choosing AEM, or why most of the websites are moved into AEM. Because uh, first is Adobe, it's an Adobe product, okay? So apart from whatever it's written, like as per my knowledge, what I'm telling you is this is an Adobe product, and Adobe has the whole suite that comes up, right? So AEM is one of the product of that whole, the marketing suite or the experience suite. So apart from AEM, they have tools, Adobe Analytics, Adobe Target for personalization, for reporting, okay, for running this marketing campaigns, for collecting all the analytics data. So they have, lot of different products in that suite. And AEM is one of that for developing the application and, building the content centric application. So they have a lot of products in the suite which we can integrate apart from AEM. And, when our, customer is buying one product of the suite, it's very easy to, just buy another product of that suit and, create the whole shop cycle or whole retail cycle or any personalized cycle according to whatever your client is. So that is the beauty, that is the advantage, or, why it's becoming a common choice for all the clients. Okay. So this helps us build content-centric applications. Whenever we are talking about AEM, we are talking about content these days, right? So the important word that you'll mostly hear that we are talking about is content. Okay, so what we are showing on website, how quickly we can update that content, how quickly, we can, I think there's a term also we say, right? How quickly we can make it available to our customers. So if I'm launching a new product, how quickly I can make it available to my customer that, okay, hey, I've launched this. So that time to reach has to be as less as possible. So that is what your AEM gives you the ability to do that. And we have digital asset management very closely integrated, where we can, keep all our images, videos, documents, and very easily we can integrate to our websites, like just a feature of drag and drop. So that's the, the most important features. Okay, and we have the search mechanism inbuilt, the out of the box, you can say, available to us, where you can search your content in your repository easily. And with the latest, everything, it has come with the smart tagging and a lot of AI features included as well. So the latest offering is, even if you upload just an image, so it will try to smart tag automatically with, whatever related, suppose I'm just uploading a hiking picture, right? So it will try to tag it with some keywords like adventure, hiking, campaigns, like that, so that whenever you are searching, that becomes easy, right? So that AI features are, coming up in the latest builds and everything, the latest offering from Adobe. But for now, whatever we'll be using, we have, very good search mechanism, and there are a lot of social collaboration plugins available for, the social tools, and again for the blogs and everything. So there's another important feature that comes up is tagging. So we can classify our content, our images, videos with tags, our pages, what we create with tags, and that can help us with easy navigation and, easy classification of our content. So tagging is again a very important feature, how they're created, and we'll cover. But yeah, that is also, again, important feature that comes up. Then is plan, design, and optimize marketing campaigns. So we have tools also available, as I told, from the suite for, promoting and creating these campaigns these days. But AEM also provide those features. But mostly we use, Adobe Target and for the all personalized stuff. Okay, and we can integrate AEM with Adobe Target, and we can give the whole experience of, your A and B testing, and if you have heard of those terms, alpha beta testing. Or giving personalized content. So suppose to my one country, or based on whatever features, based on gender, based on location, we are trying to give some personalized content. So all that we can do using Adobe Target very easily. We can segment the audience and everything. So like those features are all available and easily integrable with the AEM. Okay. So anyways, that's the very advanced kind of stuff, but just for the knowledge I'm sharing. Okay. Okay. So this is a brief history, good to know facts type of stuff. So AEM, initially it was not AEM, so it was with the company CQ, okay, Day CQ. And they used to call it CQ5 before the Adobe acquired it. Okay, then Adobe system, I think, yeah, acquired it up somewhere in 2010. Before that, it used to have these versions, and then mostly Adobe ran with CQ5 version, like the AEM, or you can say 5. Okay, so 5.1, 5.2, that way. After the 5th version, then they launched 6th, AEM6, and then it was called, AEM only after that. And then it kind of keep on upgrading, like 6.1, 6.2 with major updates in the system. And now we are following 6.5. Okay, so 6.5 is the latest version that we follow on the on-prem instance. Okay, and then 6.5. So now there are 3, what we follow, 6.5, and then we have service packs available. So now what Adobe is doing, they are not going to upgrade the version like 6.6. I don't think it's going to come. What they do is they keep on giving the patch updates using service packs. And, using installation of service packs, we can upgrade our system. And, okay, yeah, let me cover eventually. So the cloud and everything. So yeah, so this is, the brief history of whatever versions came, just for the information that what we are going to work has come up with a lot of upgrades and a lot of changes in the system, how we used to work. So 6.5 being the latest. And since 2019, we are working on 6.5 only. Mostly what we get is dev projects that we, start on on scratch development, okay, for our applications. Or we sometimes get the upgrade projects also when we are migrating your clients who are, a lot of clients are there who have been in the AEM like since many years. So whenever AEM does an upgrade, we need to upgrade those clients as well. So we get upgrade projects also sometimes 6.3 to 6.4, 6.4 to 6.5. So that is also one flavor that comes up when we work on AEM projects. But mostly now, whatever new development is done, it's done on AEM either 6.5 or now we have moved to cloud. Okay. I'll cover this slide little later. So before that, yeah, I want to cover the flavor of AEM, like how your instance is set up and everything is done. Just a brief. So one is we call AEM on-prem installation. Okay, so this is mostly on the DevOps side, but we should be aware, when we are working on any tool. So AEM on-prem installation is what we will do, or in this training course also means we will get a jar file, we will get an instance, okay, and we will install it on a server, on a file system, whatever, right? We are going to install it, whatever your Windows machine, Linux machine, whatever it's there. So that is going to be your on-prem installation. You are the whole sole owner of that instance. So all the maintenance, everything is going to be part of your role. Okay. So when I say your means just think yourself like you as a company have got one AEM project, right? So you have to take care of the instance and you have to maybe acquire the right skill set, someone to manage the instance and everything, right? Then is second flavor is Adobe Managed Services, that is called your AMS. Okay. So in this case, what happens is AEM installation like would be on-prem, but your whole server management, deployment, maintenance is being taken care by Adobe itself. Okay, so this is one kind of contract where all your maintenance of your servers is taken care by Adobe itself. Okay, so that's how it is called, Adobe managed. Okay, so that is taken care by Adobe, but all your development being is done by you, and it's the server management is taken care by Adobe. Okay, then third, these days, like what it is coming up and eventually growing up is AEM has introduced its cloud version. So AEM as a cloud service, it is called AEM AACS. Means obviously you don't have to do a on-file or on-prem installation. It would be a cloud installation. And then all your instances you can, create on cloud. Okay. So that is the latest, that is coming up is cloud service. So few clients are going on as a cloud service installation also, the upcoming clients. But yeah, so these three is mostly what we have seen. Or first two is like major because this is still the very new. So first two mostly you will observe either, on-prem installation or your AMS. Okay. Okay. So for each environment, so if I'm talking about my local, right, what we are going to do a development or whatever. So for each environment, I will need an author instance and a publish instance. Then you develop code in your local, you push it to your repositories and you test in your development environment. So in your dev servers also, you will have an author and you will have a publish. Similarly, your QA instance, you will have an author instance and you will have a publish instance. And then similarly, production, you will have author instances and publish instances. So now what is the difference and why we need, these two instances? So as I was telling you this one, right? Oh yeah. So this is my homepage of my application, say appvi.com. So whenever I'm making any updates to your, so all your content, all your pages would be available to us in AEM, right? This whole page I have created in AEM, suppose, right? So if I want to update this title, okay, so now I want that, okay, this should be somewhere else, or maybe this link I want to update, right? So those changes I would make first in your author instance. Okay, so author server is somewhere where I'm going to do my content authoring. When I say content authoring means your creation of pages, your uploading of assets, your creation of this image, okay, or your, when I'm whole creating this page as is. So all those content where I'm entering, okay, this whole text where I'm entering, that is your author instance. So author is where I am creating this whole view of your page, and it will go through certain cycle that, okay, yeah, this page now looks and good and it is ready to go live. Okay. So then what I do is once it is ready, I will say activate this page or publish this page. And once I do that, it will go on your publish server. Okay. So I have an author server and I will have a publish server. So all the editing you can assume is done on your author server. And once those changes are all okay, ready to go, you can push them to your publish server. Okay. And publish server is somewhere where no editing is done, but that is where your end customer is going to come and see the page. So when I'm hitting avvi.com like this, it might be hitting one of the publish servers of your instance. Okay. So publish server is where your customer requests are going to be served from. Okay. They are not served from the author servers. So author server is, where all your content authors are going to work and update and, create those pages. All the editing, just assume like that. So all the stuff is created in the author server. Once it is finalized, it is pushed to your publish servers, and publish server is somewhere where your uh, customer is going to see it. Okay. So wherever it is available to your live content, which is available to your end users. Okay. So author is the CMS environment where I can perform tasks such as creating and uploading documents and images, right? Typical environment or, your production environment or stage also. So this is your, like very typical architecture. Okay. So we can have lot of author servers based on, the load. Okay. So maybe my server is being used for maybe one client, but one client can have different applications, right? So maybe it is having one intranet site, then maybe it is having one customer facing site, or different, sub sites also, right? So I can have different application corresponding to each site. And then there might be different users, right, who are coming and editing those pages. So if it is lot of traffic, or, if we know a lot of applications are there, different LOBs are being served from one server, then we might need uh, more than one author server, or ideally one author like does suffice. But if your application is huge, if we know that a lot of people are going to work on your servers, then we can have multiple author instances. Okay. Then if you see right side, we have publish instances. So from your author, your content is going to your publish server. So first arrow, if you see, from your author, your content is going to publish servers. So usually in an environment or your production, we will have multiple publish servers, because obviously if it is a public site, say H&M.com, Amazon.com, right? So you can imagine the traffic or your footfall, right, of your customers. So it is huge. So one server will always crash down, right? So we have multiple published servers. All these servers are in sync, means holding the same content, same code, everything. Okay, so that's why if you see, each author is pushing the content to each published server. So if I say, if I create a page, home page, and I say activate, so it will go to all published servers, right? So each published server will have the content in sync. And if you see right side, visitors to the website. So when an end user is coming to the website, it is going to hit the domain, right? That request is going to come in a web server. So obviously there would be some web server that is placed. These days we have CDN and a lot of stuff, Akamai cache and everything in front of this. But we have not, like, this diagram is not showing that, to simplify for now. So to understand the structure, that is not shown, but obviously first request comes to your those Akamai cache and everything. But just even if we ignore, so we have a dispatcher here. Okay. So dispatcher module is something that Adobe is providing out of the box. And dispatcher module is responsible for all your content caching and your load balancing. So your request, if a customer is request is coming to your dispatcher, that is serving your request from any one of the published server based on whatever load balancing, mechanism we have configured. So it will push this request to your published servers. Okay. And whatever published server is holding, that will serve your response back to your visitor. Okay. So that is the typical diagram of your AEM instances. So you have author instances, you have publish instances. In front, you have web servers or a dispatcher module. So dispatcher modules do a load balancing between the servers based on your customer requests. And it does some kind of content caching also, because not whole site can be dynamic, right? So it has to be somewhat cached in terms of like what, again, depends whatever configuration we have, whatever requirements we have. But we need to cache some of the content so that if a home page, suppose I have already opened, so in the same session, if I'm again opening the home page, I don't want to hit my server to serve that. I'll serve from the server cache only or browser cache only, right? So that is your role of a dispatcher. And yeah, this is your typical diagram of a author publish instance. Any question in author publish understanding? Like slowly you'll get more clear, but basic, like did you get the point why we have author and why we have publish servers? Okay, so I'll just cover some more terminologies because we are going to heavily use them. So your whole site, when we create a new application, so I think like you most have worked on web applications. So we have modules, right? So in this, we have templates and components. That is the like building blocks of your AEM application, templates and components. Okay. So template is something which is giving the, as the term is also, highlighting. So it is giving the structure to your page. Okay. So what layout my page is going to follow. So we define those structure and everything in a template. Okay. So suppose my header, if I'm saying, okay, one is my content template. So that is going to have a header at the top and a footer at the bottom. That's it. Right. Then maybe some my template 2, how it is going to be. It is going to have a header, footer, and maybe some left navigation or tree structure or, left uh, some blocks I'm going to give in my left side. Okay, maybe 2 column I'm sharing that. So that is I'm defining in a template. Okay, so all those pages that I build on that specific template is going to have the same layout and same design. Okay, so that is defining the structure and including the design font types and your other properties. Okay, so obviously when we create a website, we follow a branding, right? So we give a general styling, right? So my like your all your what is the font libraries we are going to follow, or whatever, the basic styling of my H1, H2A tags, whatever that is. So that branding we, it is stored in a template. Okay, so we create some client libraries, that is the actual term, and we relate it in a template. Okay. Then is components. So actual building blocks of your AEM is components. So component means some building block of content that is giving you a specific functionality. So if I map to here, so if you see this logo, right, this is one component. If you see this navigation, this is one component, right? This search is one component. This banner may be one component. This language or country navigation, this is one component. Okay, so any piece of content, so obviously this whole page cannot be one component. Okay, so what we do is we break this in small modules and we try to analyze what components we can create. Okay, so this, if you see this banner and then some text and a CTA, this might be one teaser component, right? So if I'm going to another page, okay, so this breadcrumb may be one component, right? This text may be one other component. So so if you see this template of this page, this is having banner at the back and this is having some right navigation, right? So this is one kind of template that, okay, we are going to have header, we are going to have footer, body in between, and then in right, we are going to have some navigation. Okay, so that is something your template defines. And what individual piece of functionality is, that is your components. Okay, one small, so this, if you see this accordion, this would be one accordion component where I'm defining, okay, I have 3 items and when I click, they can expand to some text, right? So this piece of content is one component. And I can reuse one component. So what I'll say, I'll create one component and I can reuse those components. Suppose this type of design is required in another page also. Okay, so I'll just in that page also, I'll add this component and I will define this text, what text needs to be showed. So that becomes authorable. Okay, so I'll show you some samples so that it's more clear. Mm. So this is how your instance will look like. We'll have a jar file, we'll have a license file. Okay, and I've just double clicked to start my instance. So this is my local author instance. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. So it takes few seconds to start up. So this is the first console that comes up when you start any instance. It will ask you for a login ID and password. So default in your local, we give admin to log in and have the admin privileges. So I just came from start screen to the sites. Okay, so sites is the console where we will be creating our content website. Okay, so there are two default websites that are given to us by Adobe. Like this is a sample website to follow, and this is called V-Retail and this is called Weekend. Okay, so these two are sample websites that are already given to us for for any training purpose, or we can view and follow how the Adobe gives us the sample content. Okay, so V-Retail is an application, is a website they have created. So inside it, if you see, you have various countries created, right? US, EN, experience page. So that is how your website will look like. Okay, so this is my USEN site, and inside it I'm having these pages, and under experience I'm having this pages. So this is how you create the content, or how your content looks like in your author instance. Okay, so my this publish. Okay. So this is my publish instance. I just ran on port 4504. Okay. So this is how my publish instance will look like. So if I've opened my publish instance, okay, so you see it hasn't asked for any login and everything, and it has opened this V-Retail site. So this is how your site, obviously not with the exact URL, but your site end sites are with the domain. But when you view in your local, this is how your end site looks like, right? Any website. So this is the view that is on your publish server. Okay. So if you see, this is a proper website. Okay. You have a navigation, you have your this my cart login, and yeah, the below content of your featured products, maybe top stories. And if you see the navigation, right? So whatever pages I was showing you in author, right? So in author instance, we see this view, right? So we have experience, men, women, equipment. So experience, men, women, equipment. Under experience, we have some pages like this, right? 48 hours, sky touring. So inside experience, we have Arctic 48 hours. This page is created, right? So similarly, these pages are shown up here. Okay. So now if I create any new page, Children's Day is there. Okay. Now I want this page to be available to your publish site, right? So what I will do is I will just select and say quick publish. Okay. So under experience, if you see, now I have Children's Day also coming up. Okay. So that is how it is done. We create or we update the pages in your author instance, we publish them and we say it is available to how it will look to your end customer. That is your publish view. Okay. So this is my page that I have created. So maybe it was a sample page I just created. So what I'm doing is I'm selecting and saying edit. Okay. So I can edit this page in my author instance. So what your business authors will come and do, they'll say, okay, no, maybe I just want to drop an asset, suppose. Okay. Okay, so I've just created a banner with some image. But okay, so I've just added Happy Children's Day and sale. Okay, so now if you see the page on your published server, it is like this only, right? So all the editing I'll be doing in an author server. And now I'm saying, okay, my page is ready and it is ready to go live to a customer, right? So what I will say is publish page. Okay. So I have published my changes that, okay, this is ready to go to a published server. Okay. So if I, okay, so this, if you see this text and this has come up, this image, image has not come up, maybe due to okay, whatever reasons that we can debug later. But so yeah, apart from image, if you see this text has been updated, right? So if I further want to update, okay, maybe I'm saying Christmas sale, okay. It takes little moment to go from your author to publish. Hmm. Okay, there's some issue. It's still showing pending. So anyways, but yeah, so this is how, you can push your changes from your author instance to your publish instance. Okay, so in local, we do not, so it has come up, so it's Christmas sale. So, in local, we usually don't do much development in your publish. So this is just a view how it will look to your end customers. Okay, so in dev, QA, where all your development testing or QA testing goes on, we maintain this publish server as well. Okay, so that's how your author and publish, like I was just trying to tell you how or basic of your author and publish instances. What is the role, how you do editing, how you update and build your content in your author instances. And what we do is we activate or publish. So second last, if you see, is publish and activate. Okay. So this term we use when we want to push any changes from your author to publish. Okay. So if you want any page to be available in your publish server, we say we publish this page or we activate this page. Okay. So this is the terminology we use. We either publish this page or we activate this page to be available in your publish server. Similarly, if I want any page not to be available in your publish, okay, if I want any content to be removed from your publish server. So what I say is unpublish or deactivate. Okay. So if you do not want any page or you want your page to be removed from your live servers, so what you do is unpublish or deactivate. So this is like a reverse of publishing. So what it will do is it will remove that page from your publish server or deactivate. Okay. So these two terms, so like these are the terminology that we use in AEM. Okay. So basic is I think understood, but yeah, this is the actual term that we use, because if you see when I have to activate any page, this is the option, quick publish, right? So publish or activate. This is the terminology that we use. So if I have clicked any page, it will, if you see, it will show me the when it was published, okay, and who it was published by. Right. So this is the terminology that we use for transferring or pushing any content from author to publish. So author, publish, components, yeah, tagging. Tagging, tagging is, yeah, so it's tagging is one, important feature that AEM gives. So we can create tags and we can classify the content. So if you see, we have this, even we retail site only if you see. So we have a lot of products, right? Men products are there, and then we have women products are there, right? So what we can do is when we are creating product pages, we can tag them. So these are the detail pages, right, of your any product. So we can tag these pages with say tag women, so that we can categorize our products that okay, these are men products, women products, or kid products, right? So that is how your tagging comes up. So if you am searching any content here with maybe sizes, we can tag with sizes, prices, colors, right? So when I'm doing any filter option here, I can easily filter my content based on my tag. Okay, so a lot of use cases can be solved when we talk about tags. So this is an important feature to classify our content. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, landing page is normal. Okay. Yeah. So these are like, important terminologies that we are going to use and yeah. So this is when I'm starting my instance, your first screen that comes up is AEM start like this. Okay. This is your first screen that will load up after you log in. Okay, and sites, this would be most commonly used console, because this is where whole our application pages would be lying. Okay, so yeah, so whole pages would be lying. We can create pages in author instances in this console. We can edit any page. So I have to select this page, say edit. So it will open the page in edit mode. Okay. So if you see, I cannot edit the page and publish. I cannot say, okay, I just want to change this tag. I want to add any product, or I cannot edit the page and publish instance. I can only edit the page in my author instance. Okay. So this is the page. So if you see, each item is having like this view. Why? Because I can update my content in my author instance. Okay. I can add any component. So whatever this page is, I can drag and drop my more components. So this is the view. These are the components, okay, building blocks that we talked about. So suppose these components are available for my weekend site. So I can add these components here. Okay, I will just drag and I'll say drop. And if I edit, just say whatever, however I want to give up, I'll say. So this is how my page is looking like. So this is how my page is looking. Okay, so if I publish, then only it would be available to my end site. Okay, so I have to just say publish. So that means now this change, including whatever I did, will be available in my publish view. Okay, so okay, so this is how it would look. Okay, this is. Okay, so then because you need to maintain the publish server, so this is just for testing. I haven't maintained my publish server. Like I don't know if my whole application is existing or not. So when you deploy any application to your author, it has to be deployed, same, it has to be in sync, because when I'm deploying any code, it has to go both on author and publish servers. Then again, if you are making any changes, you have to sync those changes to your publish servers. Okay, so first is uh, the proper installation and your proper deployment. Okay, so we'll do that tomorrow. Just make sure we have the instances by tomorrow. So we will set up your local author and publish instances. Okay, and maybe I'll also set up new. This has gone a lot corrupt. So I'll also set up my new instances, and yeah, we'll do the basic setup by tomorrow. So just make sure you have Java, and you have don't install Java latest 17, just have Java 11. Okay, that is only compatible with AEM 6.5. So have your instance, we'll do this AEM installation, and then we'll see what. Okay, any questions? Because I don't want to cover anything else today. Like it's just an introduction, and already we have seen a lot of things. So just I want to give you some time to absorb it, and we'll do start from the installation tomorrow.
There is also a preview option.
Sorry?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is also a preview option.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
So before publishing it, we can preview our changes, correct? Here.
Yeah. So this kind of, gives a little view or a preview option without the edit option. So because if so these are the modes, okay, what we called is page modes. Okay. So there are a lot of modes, edit mode and preview mode. So when we are in edit mode, we if you see the view is little bit, obviously we're editing and it's giving this drag and everything. So when we say preview, it will give you the view how it is going to look like in your published servers. And there is one more view as published. Let me see if it works in this view. Yeah. So this is the actual view, how it is going to look like in your publish. Okay. So this is your view as published. Okay. So when we say view as published, so what exactly how we are going to see in your published servers, this is the view. So if you see, it adds parameter WCM mode disabled, means your edit mode is completely disabled. You cannot edit here. You can just view how it is going to look like. Okay, so you would have something like this jar, right? So just whatever is the name right now, what we can do is you can create 3 folders, okay? So one author, one publish one, and one publish two, okay? You can create 3 folders like this: author, publish one, and publish two. So wherever you want your, workspace, or wherever you are working, you can work in parallel. Wherever, like, you just create your folders in either of the drives. So just create author folder, publish one, and publish two.
Sorry, Nitin, I was not able to. There was some audio issue from mine. Can you just tell this again? Repeat this again.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, just in any of your drive that you are working, that is whatever. So just create a folder by your name, or like however you want to work, or AEM training, whatever. So inside it, I just want you to create 3 folders. One is author, one is publish one, and publish two.
Okay. Okay.
So the folder should have both the jar files, right? All those 3 folders.
Oh yeah, I'm coming to that. Yeah. Yes. So inside author, you place your jar file and license file. And make sure your jar name is, you can give AEM also. So it should be. You can either give CQ or you can give AEM. I think that's fine.
File which we had got had AEM and
Yeah.
it does not have that P before the port numbers. So is that mandatory to have that P?
It's fine. You can leave it or you can give it like this. So we generally give by port 4502. That's okay. I mean, I think we can follow what Adobe recommends. So this is how, they usually keep it. So under author folder, your author.jar, and under your publish, just keep it this way. So under your author, your jar name should be AEM author P4502, and under your publish, your jar name should be AEM publish 4503. Okay, and in publish 2 folder, you can give AEM publish 4504. Okay. And make sure each author publish 1, publish 2 has your license file kept. Okay, so it should be like both your jar and license in kept at same place.
Oh.
Yeah.
Niti, can you just go to the other publish folder? Publish.
So my name is here CQ, but you can go by the standard latest. So it goes by AEM publish B45. You can follow this name, but it should look like this, your jar and license.
Okay, we just have to change the last digit, right?
Yes, your port. So your port 4502 port we run on author, and 4503 and 4504 we can run for publish. So these are the basically the ports on which we will run our instances.
Okay.
Okay. So this is like the standard wherever you will see, or whenever you set up any dev stage production or anywhere for any client, that is a standard. 4502 refers to your author port, and 4503 is your default publish port. And if we create any extra, so obviously we keep using 4504 and everything, but yeah.
Do we have to do for the other publish folder as well? 02.
Yes, so in 02, you keep your jar file and your license file, and port you can give 4504.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so now I think most of you must have kept. So just double click your jar file author, and you can just double click your one publisher also. Don't click all, I think it would just consume memory. So maybe one author, one publish, you can start. So once you double click, you will see a pop-up like this coming up, like starting quick start on port 4503. Mine is very quick because I have already this is not my first installation. Okay, so once you build it first time, this quick start folder is created, and it's going to take little bit of time before it completes. Okay, so that's okay because first time it takes time to set up everything.
Niti, just regarding the IDE, right? So we have installed IntelliJ Community Edition. That should suffice, right?
Yeah, should be fine.
Okay.
Niti, for once the author instance is open, then we have to start a publish, right? Any publish.
Yes. So you should be. So is it like? Is it started? Are you?
It's taking a time. So it's
Yeah.
at least the author is taking a time. It's in the middle.
Yes.
So on my system, the footer is halfway through. Still has to
Yeah.
complete half.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give it up some time. Yeah, it will complete. So you can start one author and one publisher in parallel if you want. So that will save time. But like two publishers, it will consume a lot of memory. So that's why I'm avoiding. Otherwise, this is no issue. But yeah, maybe for now, one publisher you can start. 45031, you can start.
Okay.
Means if your system is not feeling that slow, right? It's all okay. So you can run. So yeah, you will see a similar window like this. Okay. So it should be localhost 4502. So this is our author instance, and there would be a login page open. So you can do admin as the credentials and sign in. So your publisher won't open that login page initially. That would open a site because that is how it is set up to open a default sample site. And to view it, we don't need login. So that's why it doesn't take you to the login screen unless we want to log into publisher. So your default publisher should open something like some page.
Niti, we are not opening publisher, right? Only the author.
Okay, you can start one publisher. One publisher you can start, right? So both would be heavy, but one publisher, right? You can start. 45031, you can just double click, it will run in parallel so that that installation also gets completed.
Yeah, but I was talking about the credentials sign in. So are we doing that?
No. So, did it open any page by default?
Yes, it opened in the browser. It asking for
Hmm.
sign in.
For publisher?
Yeah, 4503.
Okay, so it has opened a libs and everything, libs page, like similar to login. And okay, then you can log into admin. You can do that. That's okay.
Pritham, have
Okay.
you given the name as published for the file?
I have for the in the folder.
In the publish folder, if you can open the chat, right? She's
Hmm.
given the name for the publish instance, so that should be the name. It should be aem-publish-4T4503.
Okay, I think in my case I've just kept it aem author instead of publish
Change it to publish.
and
So
open again, right?
do one thing. See one thing. Just see my screen.
Okay.
This is a switch. Okay, so toggle this. It will switch off your publish server. Okay, once it is off, delete this quick start folder. Okay, this quick start folder you delete it. Okay, shift delete and delete it.
Okay.
And then you rename this to your publish, from author to publish, and then again start it. Okay, because it has actually loaded as an author. So you will have to delete this quick start and again double click within publish name. Okay.
Okay, fine. Yeah, thanks.
Hello, Niti.
Yes.
Yeah, so for me in the browser, one page opened wherein the customer name and license key asking for.
Yeah. So you
have
just copy. Can you open your license, because I cannot share this. So whatever is in your license, right? Your name, like client name, client ID, something like that.
Yeah,
So you copy those details in that screen.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So make sure one author and one publisher are up for all of you. Okay, so we'll proceed after that only.
Now, everything is fine for you. Are you facing any issues?
Sorry, you're asking Krishna? Or?
The publish is still running.
Okay.
So once it completes, I will be able to access it.
Yeah, just let me know. So we'll proceed, okay? So for those, so your author is available, right? So once you have logged in sites, are you able to see any sample site there? We retail or weekend?
I can
Anyone?
see we retail and I can see weekend events. I can see
We-
some folders, the same one is yours.
Okay. Sure, that's okay. Weekend is we retail is there, then that's fine. So we will install this also. This is also a good sample site to follow, to learn and how, everything they do. We'll do that, but yeah, for now we retail is there. That's okay then. Yeah. So as we saw yesterday, right, the versions, okay, so latest is 6.5, the product itself, and whatever upgrades they are giving, right, so 6.5 came lot early also, but whatever upgrade they have to give, they are not upgrading the version, but what they do is they give the updates in terms of service packs. Okay, so what we say is now our version is 6.5.21. Okay, that way. So whatever latest is the service pack 21. Okay, and with whatever features or upgrades they have done. So right now your instances would be old. I mean, it would be 6.5, but it won't be 21, I guess. So we'll check that. So what you can do is your localhost 4502, you can type welcome. Okay, so you can type like this, welcome. Okay, so below you will see one version, Adobe Experience Manager version. So if you see mine is 6.5.21. Just let me know what is that in your case.
For me, it is 6.5.0.
Yeah, so that's what. Okay. So we will upgrade this also. So ideally this service packs, we need an account and everything to download. So ideally these guys should provide, but for now I'll give you the service pack. Okay, so we will do that installation to have, and whatever development we want to do it on latest. Okay, because there would be a lot of stuff upgraded from 6.5.0 to 21. That's like lot of changes. So we'll work on 21 only. So yeah, once everybody is done, we'll upgrade.
Instance is running.
Even my both instances are on.
आणि त्याच्यामध्ये नाही ऍक्सेस नाही करत पिंग दिल आयडी तर आपण LM रन नाही करू शकत.
I didn't get. So is it running for all of you, the local author and publish?
Niti, my author is running. I've opened that site. I can say that weekend site also. Only the publisher is currently running. I've
Okay.
renamed it. Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. So anyway, that you can do that. That will take 4-5 minutes. It will happen. Okay. So meanwhile, what you can do is let's be little hands-on on this console so that you'll become comfortable. So once you have this local screens, right? Go to sites and go to your vRetail US EN site. Okay. So I want you guys to create a page. Okay, so maybe you can create under English if you want. You can create under experience or anywhere, whatever you're comfortable. So you can create another page. Okay, so go to create and say create a page. Okay, so once you open, you will see few templates. So you can select any one template, content page, maybe that, or hero page, whatever, that's okay. You can select any content page or hero page template. Click next and give some title. So I'm just creating a kids category here. Okay. I have just created under English. I have created a kids page. Okay. You can select this page. Okay. So if you click it once, you can select it and say quick publish. Okay. So just select this page and say quick publish. So you should get a notification. Your page has been published.
Niti, we can just add a title, right? Title is enough to create a page.
Title is enough. Yes.
Okay. After selecting the page, we just have to publish by clicking that quick publish, correct?
Yes. So just select this page and say
Mm.
quick publish.
Okay. Got
So what we are trying to do is we created a page in author and we are saying that, okay, now I want to see this page in instance, my publish instance.
okay.
Yeah. So once you publish, you will get a notification page has been published, and just refresh your publish instance. For you, maybe if your publish is not up, you can skip for now or it won't be visible. But for others, if you refresh your publish instance or publish page, right? So you will see that category added. So if you have created on higher category like root level, so you will see it here. If you have created under some sub level, so you should see under that whatever page you have selected.
I can see that category.
Okay, good. Okay, so means so what it has done is once I created a page, now this page is available in my publish server as well, and it has automatically added in the navigation. Okay.
Getting that page published actually on the publish instance.
Mm-hmm.
When I click on quick publish, I did not get any that pop-up saying publish is completed.
So you should get something like this. It just fades off.
I tried again as well. I'm not getting that info.
Okay. So if you are okay, maybe that's okay. No, but you usually get. So if you're selecting a page, you're getting like this. This
Yeah,
information.
I'm getting yes.
It says published.
Under publish, it says a few seconds ago.
Then that's okay. That has published. Maybe that notification thing is due to difference in servers. That's okay. If not coming up, that's okay.
I had added under experience, but I'm not able to see that page on my publish instance.
Oh, okay. Can you share your screen? We can see that. So you have created under experience, okay, and just select this kids. And it says published a minute ago. Okay, fine. Yeah, go to experience. 4503 experience. Okay. We retail US and just go to sites once again. Go to your sites. Okay, so okay, actually what you have done is you have created under language master, okay. And what we are viewing is USEN, okay. So
Yes,
I'll explain that concept later, but for now you create under the exact hierarchy, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just create under this only.
Niti,
Mm-hmm.
my publisher insta is open, but it doesn't show me like the exact page what I published.
If it has opened now, you have to publish it now because that time your instance was not there.
Okay, okay,
Mm.
got it.
Hmm. Yes. Refresh your publish. This is your author. Yeah.
Now I got it.
Hmm. So similarly, like if you click on left logo, right? EN, if their country navigation is there, just yeah, extreme left, yes. So this will take you to the respective sites we have there. So like CAEN or EN, whatever, like the site structure you are seeing there for all the countries. So they have the different sites. So all these are different pages actually. So if I make change to one, it like there's another mechanism like if you want to just make change to all and everything. But for now, if we are making changes to USEN, so that will only reflect in USEN. Yeah.
What if to delete the page which I have created in the master, language masters?
Mm-hmm.
Should I delete that page?
That's okay. You can keep it. It's okay. So this is your V-retail is like, your dev area. You just play around it. That's all okay.
Yes.
I also tried publishing it again and checked, but still it is not showing.
1 second. So again, you are
Hey.
also creating in language master. Okay. So just create the page in US EN. Okay. So because what hierarchy we are viewing there is US EN. If you match the path.
So this one.
Yes. So US EN. So this is the page if you see in publisher. No. So this is the path. If you see in browser and try to match. What we are looking in publisher is this path. Content V-retail US EN. Okay. So if you create a page here, that would be your exact hierarchy that is being shown there. So yeah, you can create here. Yes. Now just select your page. Yeah. So if you match the path in browser, no, so see that content V-retail US en.html. So that's the hierarchy we are viewing. Okay.
I didn't get the name here that kids whatever changes or do.
It's there. No, just see the just see the navigation in the community.
Oh,
Next
okay,
to
okay, got
yeah.
it.
Just click it
Yes,
and
yeah,
this is your page. Yeah.
okay, got it. Yes, thanks,
Okay.
Nick.
This is empty because we have just created a new page. We haven't done any editing.
Okay,
Uh,
got
yeah, yeah. What about you, Krishna? Is it now available?
Yeah, on that 4503 instance, I can see that section.
Yeah, so 4503 you can see, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that
started one more instance, which was that 4504.
we'll come to that. Leave it for now. So by default, that as I spoke, right? So AEM follows this 4502 and 4503. So we do not need to make any configuration, right? If I just said publish, it has pushed the changes to your 4503. So that's the by default configuration and setup because it follows that standard only that we have to like for AEM by default author is 4502 and publish is 4503. We can change that, we can create more, but then we have to make some configuration. We have to tell it that okay, we have this extra publisher and you have to do the same publishing there also. So that we will come those configuration that those are like more concepts. So till this point, okay, we are done. Okay, now let me share back. We'll just cover 1 or 2 more things, then we can come to practicals and everything. Okay, let me share back. Can you stop sharing, Preetham? So then I'll be able to share. So these are like, there are like more roles obviously when we work on AEM, but typically what we say the developer role, right? So that will be the person who will be, we'll be creating everything. Okay. We are creating components. We will be creating templates, policies. Okay. So this is one role that who will be doing all those development and making it available to your customers. Okay. Then right side, if you see, there is a role authors. Okay. We say them content authors. So author role will be someone from the business usually, okay, or first time when we are creating any scratch development, right? So first time as a deliverable, we do some authoring and give it to our customers because they are new to AEM. But otherwise what happens is once your site is live in the maintenance mode or they have to, do those updates. So usually the author role is from the business side who are going to create these pages, right? So like you created a page right now. So if tomorrow they want any new category page or they want to update any product, everything, someone from the business has to create, edit and publish. So all those management has to be done with the role content author. Okay. So mostly it's from business, but that depends. Sometimes they outsource also the authoring team. So when we deliver a project, when we deliver all that development is done and we go live. So authoring is a part of a training. Okay. So we need to guide our customers one time or with some guide and everything that, okay, how you can create a page. Like we click create, we create page, right? Those, so one time training is required and then they can continue to maintain their websites in terms of authoring content. Okay. So whenever we have to do any development change, that has to come to developers. Okay. So if you are changing any component, creating a new component, changing any template or creating some template types, so that has to come to a developer. Okay. So with the latest versions, I think 6.5, a new role was introduced that was called template authors. Okay. So what they said is with editable templates, we gave them little bit a new role like above author, or you can say in between the developer and author. So template authors is a role, from the business itself. What they can do is they can create new templates also. Okay. So they can create and maintain some policies and they can create. So when you created a page, you saw few templates, right? Content page, hero page, redirect page. So those are called templates. So when I'm creating a page, it will ask like on what template it has to be, right? So you can create new templates. That's the role of template authors. Practically till date, what I have seen is, this role and this role is merged only, or either merged with developer or either merged with author. So not typically it's followed, but yeah, that's something AEM introduced that, you can create your own templates also, given template types are given by developer. Okay. So we'll come to that in detail, like when we cover templates, but that's like, the typical role when you actually work in an environment. Apart from that, there is a role called admin. Okay. So AEM admin role, that's altogether a different course. That's altogether a different training. That is AEM admin means someone, obviously the person who is maintaining your instances. Okay. So when you are, so this is our local, obviously we don't need to do much in when we work on a local environment, but when you're working on actual production environments, there is a lot in the admin role in terms of we need to, do that garbage cleanup, maintenance, weekly activities. We need to take care of space and all. We need to take care of indexing and everything, right? So there's something on the admin role. So that's altogether a different training and course. Okay. So when we say AMS, Adobe manage, so that admin role is taken care by Adobe. Okay. Because they are maintaining the instances. So that again depends how your contract and everything is going to be. But we'll be focusing on the developer training in this course and like for the developer role. Okay. So
Just one
yeah.
question, Nidhi, regarding the admin role.
Yeah.
So if the product is Adobe Cloud CMS, is it team developing or it is like completely handled by any idea on that for
Uh,
cloud
so
instance?
for cloud instance, yeah, again, so the role is different for sure. Like, you need to have a separate skill set, a little bit. If the same skill set you are hiring, then again, but you have to give some training for the admin because I mean, we don't have to take care at that level as on-prem because of the, we are cloud, we know how to expand and, when to create new instances and everything. But again, maintenance of indexing, cloning, backups and all, that needs to be taken care. And it's little different how we run on cloud because, because if I'm handling an on-prem, I have full access. Okay. So I'll be able to handle logs and everything. On cloud, someone has to not everyone is given access of logs and everything. So someone has to, take care of logs and provide the logs when asked and everything. So it runs little different, but yeah, so that requires little bit more information than, if person is only working on a development environment. Okay, so architecture I'll not cover today because this requires some time and we have 10 minutes. So architecture I'm not going to cover. I'll cover package management. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So this is a console, where we see all the packages. So now if I want to do any installation on my instance, okay, so this is my localhost 4502. So anything that I want to install on my instance, okay, or I want to do a to and fro from my file system, right? So that can be done using this package manager, okay? So there is a feature called package manager. Let me see if I have in this. Yeah, package management, okay. So basically it is used to, when we do a file system serialization, okay. So if I am developing something in my author environment, I want to bring it, that data, either it's a page, okay, or it's a component, anything, okay. So if I want to bring something from my server to my file system or from my file system to my instance, okay. So we use something called package management. So we create a package, okay. So that package can have, your pages, assets, folders, anything, right? So we can use the package to install new functionality, to transfer your content between, two instances. So suppose one of you is creating something or developing a page, right? If you want to transfer to my instance, okay, how you can do, you can create a package and share with me, okay. So that, and I can install in my instance, and similarly I'll get the content what you created. Or you can among yourself also, you can do that from dev to QA or to prod if I want to move any content, okay, or from production if your business has created a site and we want to bring it to a lower environment. So that all transfer can be done using your packages, okay. And it's also, we can export to your local file system or between your two instances, okay. So this is the console, the package manager console, what it is saying. Here we can create a package, build and download packages. We can upload and install new packages, or we can update any existing packages, okay. So if you see right now, you see some training packages, then you see a set of packages. So in your also it would be available. So this mostly you will be getting by default whatever is available, by Adobe. So because you all have the new instances and we haven't done any installation. So I'm just explaining this console as of now. So if you see left side, you will see some options, right? How you can see your packages like sort options. And if these are just simple filters. Then there is something called groups. Okay, so whenever we create a package, we can give some kind of a group so that I can just filter by this. Okay, so suppose I'm saying training. So these all packages are created by this group, com.adobe.aem.training. So again, this is a way to classify. So generally when we install an application, so it's AppVcom, right? So we give a group so that it's easy to, filter. So if you see Adobe or maybe, so these are all out of the box packages. If you are not giving any group, by default, it will be my package. Okay. So this would be by default your my package. Okay. So in your day or AEM Adobe, you will see all the default out of the box packages that are there. Okay. Now, if I want to create any package, what I can do is create package. Sorry, I'll just click again. I'll just create package. It will give me what all I want to create. Okay, so suppose I'm saying I'm just backing up my content. Okay, so I'm saying content backup. I'm giving version 1.0. And this is the by default group that comes up. Okay, so if you are not following any particular group, that you can leave it like this. Or if you want to, classify by like say com.adobe.my own. Okay, so I'm just saying create a package. Okay, then you will see some options. So this is your package name, this is your group, and third is your filters. Now what this package is going to hold, what is this package about, or what is this package going to have, that we give in the section filters. Okay, so we say add filter, and here we define the paths that whatever I want to package. So suppose you have created a kids page. Okay, so I'll go to content. I'll go to V-Retail. I'll go to USEN and I'll say kids. Okay, so suppose I have created this new page. So I will select this path. You can see this path, right? Content, V-Retail, USEN, kids. So I'll select this path, say done. Okay, and say save. Now you see my filters are updated. So now I'm going to say build. Okay, build this package. Right, so this has build this package and I can say download. Now this package has come in my file system. Content backup 1.0. Okay, so if I keep on opening, it will follow the same hierarchy. Content, V-Retail, USEN, and your kids page has come to my file system. All the data of your page will come in an XML file. So it will be a dot content. It was basically an XML because we haven't done much editing. It contains the basic information like, whatever your title and everything was there. But once you create a whole page, it would be a lot of information, but it would be in a form of XML. Okay. So now if I have to give you this package, okay, suppose if you are facing an issue, what I will say is, where is this chat? So I can share this package also, right? I can say file and I'll say content. Okay. So if you guys have already created it same, so there's no point. But if you suppose if any one of you is facing issue or you want to see how it looks like, so what you can do is you guys have got this package, you can say upload package, or I can do that. Suppose what I will do is I will delete this page from my local instance. Okay, so I'm going USEN. So what I'm doing is I'm deleting this page. Okay, I'm saying delete. Okay, so now my page does not exist in my instance. Okay, but now what I'm saying is I'm deleting this package also from my local instance. Okay, what I'll do is upload this package. Say I'm going to upload, browse, and I'm going to upload this package. Okay. Once this package is uploaded, what I'm saying is install. So what I'm saying is install this package in my instance. Once this package is installed, it will add this whatever filter we have given. So for us, it is kids page. So if I refresh, I should get back my kids page. So this kids page I have got now from the package. Okay. So if you are creating anything, you can back up your data. You can transfer within among yourself, or if I am giving you any assignment and I'm saying, okay, show me what you have done, you can create a package and share with me. Okay. So that is, package management that is basically used to do to and fro from your serialized data from your, instance to your file system. Okay. You can give some group ID, you can leave it default. And that's how with filters, we can select what type of data we are trying to create a package for. Okay. So yeah, that's about package management. Why I showed you, because we need to do some installation tomorrow for service packs so that you are aware how to do that. I'll share that tomorrow and you can continue. Okay.
This service pack is regarding the latest Adobe version 6.5.210.
So 6.5.21 service pack is for 21. So if you see right now in my instance, it is 6.5.21. Okay. So we'll do that installation. 21 is the latest.
Oh.
So if you see this site, right? So AEM 6.5. So this is the latest version released in June. Okay. Any questions before we wrap up?